Okay, we're back and we're doing part 5. We're just going to start a little further along due to YouTube time constraints, so let's get started. Okay, as you can see here, this particular map has multiple paths and the walls move around, which means the stage can and will kill you if you're not paying attention, and you can't kill it. You can blow up some of the walls, but those weren't the walls that were going to kill you anyway. So that's not a great deal of help. You also have to watch out for the enemy generators and keep a close eye on the wall guns. The enemy generators are a real problem because they can swamp you. Now you can use the stage to your advantage like I'm doing here. There's hidden entrances on the left hand side, but I'm going to the right to show you how the stage itself can protect you from shots. As you saw there, the wall blocked all the shots for me, which is what you're looking to do on this particular stage. Okay, this part can be a little hard if you don't kill them fast enough. There you go, got him fast enough. There we go, excellent. Okay. And there's hidden walls all over, but some of them are risky to get to. Like right here on the left hand side, there is a hidden area, but it's pretty easy to mess it up. So we're just going to go through the dangerous area right over here. Gotta time it right so it doesn't crush you, which isn't too hard. Then you get to another hidden wall here that gives you some points and lets you blow up the generator so it doesn't give you any problems. So that's pretty nice. It's a good thing. This is kind of a little break here. You have two paths. Neither path is all that difficult. So you can just sort of relax a moment here. Maybe get some points off a bullet cancel. There we go. Okay, then you get to here where the game tries to steer you into the spikes. Just keep firing forward. And if bullets get too close, just try to dodge in the middle of them. You can go between them. But as you can see there, I took out all the guys before they even got shot off. Not too hard to do. Then you get to Bullet Hell Room times 100. This place can be really annoying the first time you enter it, because the level of bullets in this particular area picks up so much compared to the rest of the stage until you get to the final boss. Okay, you want to go through the side here. Pretty nice. Grab that. I'm not totally sure, but I do believe you can get both large power-ups if you're fast enough with the right ship. Okay, we go through here and the level starts throwing instant death spikes at you. Not that everything else isn't instant death as well, but you can't shield against the instant death spikes, so it's kind of annoying. So you just gotta get through here as best you can. There we go. Now you can go through the side in this particular area, but if you do that, you won't get a chance to blow up the enemy generators up here, which will cause annoying problems if you don't. Just go in there, grab him, avoid the instant death spikes. Now here, you will most likely need a shield because the number of bullets really picks up. However, you can just hug the sides and get through without a shield, but it's somewhat harder. There we go, hug those sides. Get in there. Oh my. There we go. Okay, we're almost at the boss. And you get a little corridor which is kind of a tease for him. Going through there. Lights up. Ooh, ah. And you just head through. Getting a little bit of slowdown here, as I do on this stage when running Procaster, which is what I'm recording this on. Okay, Captain of the Spanish Armada. This form is actually quite easy, even though it's a multi-part boss. So we get these little Phantasy Star Online looking things here. Comes down, he starts shooting at you with this easy red pattern. Blow those up very fast. Okay, it goes in blue pattern. Pretty easy to dodge there, just weave left and right. It does speed up later though. And then this pattern changes completely. It's still not hard to dodge though, even with it speeding up and changing. So that wasn't real hard. This pattern, as you can see, has gotten faster, but it's still not particularly difficult. And then he goes back to this, which didn't work the first time, but now it will work. Okay, there we go. Now his pattern gets very fast. It is quite possible to get blown up on this pattern on this difficulty, and even more so on higher difficulties. As you might expect, he has another form where he goes into his little heart, his heart of Mars. And there's yellow everywhere, so we can only assume that he's some sort of Super Saiyan all of a sudden. Clearly, that's the logical assumption here. Okay, so just waiting on him to start up. There we go. Now he has these game cubes he throws at you, and you have to shoot the game cubes back at him because you don't like GameCube. And he regenerates health if you mess this up, and he can regenerate quite a bit back if you start dying, so you need to watch out for that. When you actually knock his shield down, his pattern gets easier to avoid, strangely enough. Until later on, his pattern becomes so easy to avoid you barely have to move. One of his patterns, you can pretty much just stay in the same spot. Okay, try not to miss any of the cubes in order to finish this quickly. This is probably his hardest pattern on Legendary, that blue thing there. As you can see, he still gives you plenty of time to avoid it, even on Legendary. Not that you can play this level on anything other than that, except for harder difficulties. And then there's this pattern, which absolutely boggles me. Look what I'm doing here. I'm barely moving. So on this difficulty, you barely have to do anything for this pattern. You can, of course, cancel it to get some extra points, which is maybe the point. Now watch out for his purple pillars that the cubes block, because if you destroy a cube and it's... Oh, this pattern here can be blocked by the cubes. Let me show you. Let me get over here. See, if you have the cubes there... Oh, well, I missed the block there. It's too far out. But the cubes can block. See, it's blocking the shots for me there. So that's pretty useful. Whew, that was close. There we go. That's more like it. This is probably the longest time he has his shield up in one interval. There we go, almost done. And there. Finally, his shield goes down for good, and he goes into some very easy patterns. As you can see, you just have to go in the little gap there. You can even just keep firing your beam right there while he does them. Okay, he switches up to this pattern. And as you can see, this is not terribly hard to avoid either. Although it can surprise you, it actually surprised me pretty quickly the first time I saw it, because it comes out at quite a rate of speed normally. We're getting a little bit of slowdown here, unfortunately. And that was it. Pretty simple. Okay, and that's the end of our review.